We're all queens, but I am Queen Elizabeth. Hey y'all, it's your girl Lizzie Yayo, straight out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And today I got a dope host, hype man, public figure. Anything that you could conform to is gonna be on the line today. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. I'm gonna hold up, wait for him to, tap in. How you all doing today? What's up, J.O.? From the 704. We got the Betty Yamas in the building. Ew. What's up, Ari? Y'all make sure y'all tap into Abe Nolan. She is a dope model. It's time. We got Time to Grind Radio has joined. So let's go ahead and get him tapped in. There we go. Yo, what's going
Mike
on?
Beck, what's popping? What's the word? Lizzie Yayo, what's goody?
Shoot, I'm over here letting everybody know of the great things that you have got going on, but it's
Hey,
best to have you introduce yourself.
no doubt. I go by the name of Big Seven, CEO of Time to Grind Radio, the #1 hip hop TV radio station in New Jersey. I also got the record label with my artist Trace A. Sev that's going crazy out here on the internet with the Stop Playing With Me record. I mean, I just do so much. I don't even know how to describe myself. I just say like a boss. You know what I'm saying? Because I do so much. I host my own show as well. I own a radio station and I host a joint. So it's kind of crazy how it's like I do both. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just a little synopsis of what the kid do. I'm just a boss out here in Jersey. They call me
Okay,
the city of Jersey.
okay, P. Diddy is Jersey. So,
Hey,
where
hey.
did you get from? Where you get your name, Big Seven, from?
You really want to know?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, my God. I used to break dance back in the days. I was with a old school rap group called Hassan and 711, and I was like a little break dancer. So the DJ name was 711, and they just named me Little Seven. I was Little Seven first. I was like a little shorty, little 12, 13-year-old. And then as I got older in my 20s, I'm like, I can't be no little seven. So I changed it to Big Seven because I started hitting the gym and start working out. So I got the name from my partner. I was in a rap group back in the days.
Or what had got you started doing rap?
Um, I fell in love with it at an early age. A lot of my friends in Jersey was into like the club music and like the R&B stuff in the 80s or whatever, like mid 80s or whatever. And I just fell in love with like LL Cool J and like Run DMC as a kid. And I was like, I want to do that. So I just started doing it. I just started rapping and nobody else was really doing it. You know what I'm saying? Now we in an era where everybody, all age brackets from 3 years old to 70 years old, everybody is doing a rap thing. But when I was doing it, it wasn't too. I was like the only one in my area doing it. You know what I'm saying?
So you pretty much brought your area to the game.
Right.
How do you
Right.
feel about the music? How do you feel about the music now?
Uh, how do I feel about it? In what context? Like
Mostly like the change. You know,
it changed.
back then people had bars.
Mhm.
Now they mumble rap. What's your thoughts of today's music?
I mean, I ain't even gonna hold you with me coming from like the '90s era hip hop. Initially I was a little like resistant, you know what I'm saying? At first, I'm like, man, this mumble rap, this like dumbed down, like, watered down like bubblegum rap. Initially I was a little resistant, but I had to face the reality is that the new generation is making hit records and it's keeping the game alive. And it actually, if it wasn't for the new generation, the game would be dead if everybody was still rapping like, like Run DMC or LL Cool J, or even like the early 2000s. If people was still rapping like that, I don't think it would have evolved. So I'm cool with it. I've grown to be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Initially, I was like, yeah, I'm not. And then with me doing radio, I had to like make sure I understand and know what's good with the new generation, or I'll be lost. So I might as well just play like all like, what I'm saying, 90s hip hop or old school stuff. I would be stuck.
Right. So, with you have been one of the pioneers, let me know of how that was for you coming into the rap game, the difference from the now where you just jump into the internet. Like, how was your grind?
It was definitely night and day. You know what I'm saying? I remember hearing stories from like the legends like Red Man and Naughty by Nature, them like before they was even rapping. Like I got in super early. So even before they was actually even thinking about rapping, I was doing it, and I was a legend in, what I'm saying, in Jersey as a kid. That's so ironic. Um the I just lost my train of thought. What was the question again? I started, then I just went somewhere else.
It's good.
What was the
Your journey being one of the pioneers in Newark,
uh,
right? Newark, New Jersey.
uh-huh.
How was that for you?
Again, okay, yeah, so it was great to be able to be doing it before, like I said, the Redmans, the Latif, and all these people, and to see them get on and be like superstars, and knowing that I was part of the influence of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like they seen me as a kid, like get on like super duper early, even though I never made it as a rapper. I still was a lot of the people that influenced maybe Michael Jordan to play basketball, probably even never made it to the NBA. And I know it got to feel good for them to be like Jordan. Like I used to watch this person before I got on, blase, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely was it feel good to know that I helped lay the blueprint for the Jersey scene of hip hop. And I mean, a lot of my listeners don't even know a lot of my following from the internet, because now like 90% of my following is outside of Jersey. Like I'm already 100% household name, legendary in Jersey. Like anywhere I go, like, oh, big city, you know what I'm saying? But my new audience, 90%, is from all around the world. Like I go to Atlanta, I go to North Carolina. People, oh, Big Seven, Town of Ground Radio, da 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 da. They don't even know that the rap history on me having to deal with Jay-Z and me like really doing my thing on the rap tip. I guess because it was just limited like to East Coast. When I was doing my rap stuff, it was like Jersey, New York. That's where our buzz was really at, or whatever. So it felt good to be like a hip hop legend that influenced, like I said, the major from the Fugees, all of them. I know all of them personally. Like they know my hip hop history and know what I did for the culture.
And you said that you worked with Jay Z or was around him. What was that like?
That was actually my biggest motivation to be a boss. Like having to deal with him, working with him, having him to see me and my team perform, and him come up to us like y'all dope. To 2 years after that, we had to sit down with him, and we was the first group working with Rockefeller Records. Him and Dame Dash, we had the meeting with them, and even though my side of it only lasted for about 3 months, I walked away from it because I just kind of felt like it, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't the situation for me. And then I started my label, Nork Illustrated, which been around for 20 plus years. That kind of like what started me to do my own joint after I walked away from the Jay-Z situation. And it wasn't really so much walking away from Jay-Z. It was me and my group. We was going through something. So I kind of, as a result of that, I had to pull out of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that probably was one of the best things that ever happened in my career, because I probably wouldn't be the mogul and the boss I'm at now. And I'd probably still be trying to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get on, because that was my passion. My first love was rapping. Like that's all I wanted to do. So, it was a great experience working with Jay-Z, and seeing, being in the studio and just him, Memphis Bleak, and just that inspiration was major, like the top reason why I'm doing what I'm doing today, to get to that point of being a bigger mogul like a Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? In the independent world, I'm already like kind of on that level in the independent community, but now it's time to take it like mainstream. That's why I got my artist, he blowing up. So I'll be a record exec, I'll be a station owner, a marketing guru. I'll have like all the elements of the hip hop joint. So it's a beautiful thing.
With you having all of that accomplishments, you must have traveled around a lot, did different shows. Where are some of the places, and who are some of the people that you did music with or was around influentially?
Ironically, like during that time when I first started my first, let's say 10 years in the game, I really only did New York and New Jersey. Remember hip hop, you know what I'm saying? We talking over 25 years ago, so it wasn't the big monster, colossal monster it is now. So I did New York and New Jersey, and it wasn't until like 2007, my daughter, I landed a record deal for my daughter who was rapping with Lil Bow Wow, and that's when I, um, was living on a tour bus going to North Carolina, Chicago, DC, Maryland. We did like a 20 city tour with Lil Bow Wow. Chris Brown was on the tour, Trey Songz. So that's when and even that just being a grown man or a kid from the inner city of Newark, New Jersey, we don't travel. I'm gonna assume you coming in North Carolina as a kid, you probably have been to maybe North Carolina, like your tri-state area. Us as Black people, we don't travel a lot as kids because, ironically, we we don't even have the money. I grew up on welfare, you know what I'm saying? And everybody around me was poor and we really couldn't do too much, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't until I went on that Bow Wow tour as a grown man, 26 years old. I'm first time in Chicago, first time in Detroit, and doing it, living on a tour bus. So before that, even when I was doing my rap thing, even with doing the stuff with Jay-Z in New York, New Jersey, now my partner who after, I walked away from the Jay-Z situation, he ended up going on tour overseas with Jay, like really going even these bigger places before me. But fast
And who
forward,
is your partner?
uh, brother Haas, and K Mac. K Mac was actually our DJ with the Jay-Z deal, who actually signed Cola Ray, who was actually, she doing her thing or whatever. But my partner, my business partner slash group member, signed her, and she's like out of here. He done went to, actually, it's funny because he was just our DJ with the Jay-Z deal, and he ended up being bigger than me and my partner who's rapping put together as of right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on my way to be on his, you know what I'm saying, super level with this signing the Cola Ray and Platinum and doing songs for Beyonce. But yeah, so anything. I think everything happened for a reason. I wouldn't change it for the world. Of me walking away from that situation and ending up being where I'm at today, because I'm still in a position as a rapper. I would never be in a position, fast forward, 20 years later, to still be able to be a big time rapper. It just don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with having that opportunity and it ain't work out. It usually never. Now being a mogul and being a manager and a producer and a label owner, you know what I'm saying? There's no age bracket and no time frame. Like somebody could be 60 years old right now and sign an artist, and the artist blow up and they like the biggest, newest mogul in the game.
Right. So, did you ever feel any kind of way, like with them progressing? Did they ever give you your credits, or do you feel as though they gave
Um,
you the credits?
Now when you say
Charger.
they, you mean as in like Rockefeller or like my the group I was in?
The group that you was in, and being the startup of it all, pretty much.
Well, so here's the thing. So me and K Mac, who was the DJ, we still have a partnership. That's my best friend. So I get the accolades and the credits. Anything he do is like I'm doing it. And then me and brother Haas, we still cool. But he really ain't he doing his thing, but he ain't, he ended up walking away from the Rockefeller thing too after like a year or two of trying to work with them. Cause so that was God way of telling me this ain't gonna be it for you, even though it's Jay-Z and Rockefeller. They got other groups. He got himself. They got, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the way. Sometimes stuff we think gonna be the move for, even like with Lil Bow Wow. I thought that was gonna be like the super blow up for my daughter, my artist, and it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Even though we did big things and it almost got there, but it just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the situation. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
And,
what I thought it was gonna be.
right, and I totally understand that because there's a time for everything. You know, um, you mentioned your daughter. Who's your daughter? You know, what made her start doing music? Was it you? Obviously, the inspiration.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of like just she was kind of like not forced into it, but I'm like, look, here's a little. I'm about to put you together a little rap, just say it, and it just took off. Then she just started writing, and we start putting stuff together, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I was doing it full time. I put my daughter on the song, and Wendy Williams, the talk show host, heard her on my song and was like, "We want to sign your daughter." And I'm sitting here like, if the white Nikes is selling better than the black uptowns, then we gonna put the black uptowns up, and we just gonna start selling the white. So I just fell back. You know what I'm saying? And start managing her. And within 1 year, we get the call from Bow Wow. We on tour with Chris. But it was just like I done put in all these 10, 12, 13 years, and I was doing my thing, and she in the game for 6 months and getting deals, and we on tour. It just, when I say it happened so fast, I couldn't believe it. It was just unbelievable. Again, when God wanted to happen, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna happen right.
So when I had met you at down here in Raleigh, North Carolina,
Hmm.
I had the opportunity to hear. That was that your artist song?
Yep. They stop playing on me. They play. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
stop
Yep.
playing with me. So where did that come about? Like, is this somebody that was around your city that you heard, or did it come to
Um.
you?
Ironically, I kind of knew him. I knew him for some time. You know what I'm saying? And he got me his music, and I just, you know what I'm saying, I said I think he could be the one. And I just signed him. And then before you know, and just like him, it just, I signed him. He did that record. I get a call from Hot 97 in New York. They want to put it on the album with Post Malone and all these people. And it just like everybody else stuff was like happening overnight. And my stuff just was taking, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I guess God, God got a bigger picture. Like, again,
I'm telling y'all that IG be hating, boy. They hear that good stuff because it was about to get good, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Again, we have dope Big Seven, all the way from Newark, New Jersey, who's been in the game. You know, I'm getting to drop us some jewels for the individuals that are looking for that type of exposure and success. Here we go. Go ahead and add him in. There we go. Thanks for pulling up.
yeah, I don't know if that was mine or yours, but if it was mine, my bad.
Oh, I believe it was mine. You so fire, you so hot, you turn my
Hey,
temperature up.
hey, hey,
Okay. My
hey,
phone said, temperature is on high. I was like, I
hey,
don't know how that even
hey, hey, hey. Yeah,
definitely.
so I forgot where I was at. I mean, it was
You
getting interesting.
Yes, it was. You had stated that it seemed like everybody else was, overnight success.
Right, right. But I realized it's like they standing on the shoulder of a giant. I kind of paved the way. I did that, like our great grandparents kind of paved the way for us to vote now and do other certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like with my artist Miss Nana and with my artist Tracy Sev, they kind of got it like super good because with me having a station and me being super connected in the industry, like super duper connected, I can make phone calls and get them on major radio. I can, you know what I'm saying? Like they kind of bless, and that's where anybody that I got so tons of thousands of artists across the world trying to sign with my label because they know the position I'm in not even knowing the super backstory, but just knowing the radio station and the wave that I got going right now. They trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, tap in and try to get signed to my label. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. And I definitely understand that. Like, you have some people that I feel are there to get everybody else in position because you're still gonna get paid. You're still gonna be all right.
right,
You
right.
know. So, do you have, like, what are some jewels that you have for artists when they are trying to get to that level? Being that technically you know how to get to that level, you whatever you touch turn gold.
Right. You know what it is? My main jewel is to stay consistent. Like anybody that rock with my radio station, anybody that rock with anything I've ever done, it has been consistency. And don't look for an overnight microwave success. That's actually the key. A lot of the new rappers and the new managers and the new label is definitely seeking that overnight success, which, like, the chances of that happen is like slim to none. You know, you got your once in the blue people that go viral on TikTok, but that stuff is not prevalent. You might have, 15 artists on TikTok who do the overnight success, but then you got 10 billion that ain't gonna get on or give up because it didn't happen overnight. So I would say definitely stay consistent and don't worry about overnight success, And honestly, I wasn't worried about that when I first started doing my thing. I'm just grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and stuff just starting to happen. You know what I'm saying? Stuff starting to happen. So I really I really, really feel like consistency and not even thinking about getting on, if that make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
gonna come when you putting in that work, and whoever you looking for is gonna find you. Like Funkmaster Flex found me. Lil Bow Wow found me. Wendy Williams found me. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that I ever done anything big with, DJ K Slay found me. Anybody that I ever, any success, Jay-Z found, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, like, even though he got introduced to us by DJ Clark Kent, but still he found we didn't go, Jay-Z, can you sign us? You know what I'm saying? Like anything I've ever done in this music business has been from me staying consistent and not even really looking for it. It found me.
Right. So you say that you're a producer as well. Do you make the beats for these artists, or
I
you
don't
doing the DJ side?
need either one. So I'm more of the intangible producer. Like Diddy don't do no beats, but he produces. Like I know, that hook stop playing me crazy. Nah, that beat fire, da 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 da. Nah, I think the intro too short. Like that's the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hear some of these records before the real producers, like again, people that make beats, to me, they not producer. The producer is, I need you to rap like this. Oh, that hook, nah, like that. Timberland is a producer. Pharrell, he telling Jay-Z to rap like this. That's a producer. The people that make the beats, they're beat makers to me. The producer, if you producing it, you telling them, nah, that hook ain't right. You should rap like this, and you need a bridge right here. Just giving somebody the beat don't make them a producer in my eyes. Technically, they produced the beat, but they didn't produce the song. So when I say I'm a producer, I'm overseeing, executive producer. Like, nah, that mix ain't right. That mastering ain't right. Which most producers, they give you the beat and you could do whatever you want to do with it. Too much bass, too much this, too much that, and they cool with it when they get their little money or whatever, whatever. So that's the side. I physically don't do the beats, but I think my position as a producer is almost, or if not more important than the guy who did the beat. If that make any sense.
Yes, it do. So that
Mm.
means people really need to be going into the studio with people that actually care about their music.
Right, 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 right,
So how
right,
important is it to you having that team? Because it having that right team for the people. Because a lot of people, they feel like, oh, I can do it all, and really, sometimes it takes more than just one person to
right.
make something happen for it too. So if you can let the people know about that for me.
Well, really, like I got one of the best independent teams in the game, and without my team, DJ King Shamik, my partner K Mac, Walter Bird. Without the team to assist me on this movement and this project with Tracy said, I definitely couldn't do it by myself. It is pivotal. You know what I'm saying? One person is out here working the DJs. One person is out here, out here selling the merch, hitting the people up, giving out flyers. It's just having a team is critical. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it by yourself. If you ain't got no team, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck on that overnight. Just happen to run into Jay-Z when he coming out the mall and rap for him live. Like, that opportunity is like one in a million, being able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Being in the right place at the right time. But other than that, it's about having that team. And even like my online team, like the people that rock with my radio station, they my extended family, thousands of people is rooting for me, rooting for Tracy Sev, and they out there spreading the word, doing free promotion because they believe in the movement. So that's my extended team of 10,000 plus that's out there telling people about the radio station, about Tracy Sev, and they are relentlessly believing. You know what I'm saying? They believe in it, and the main reason they believe in it is, for one, the consistency. We're gonna start with that. Secondly, the undeniable talent. You know what I'm saying? Because some people got undeniable talent, but if you ain't got a consistent team that's out there pushing it, ain't nobody trying to be part. It's almost like you can have a song tomorrow, right? It's the best record in the world, but only you and your friends know it. And then You Thought I Was Feeling You, which is trendy. Now your mother is singing this song. Yeah, your cousin, because it's trendy. They pushed it to a point where it's trendy. So if you ain't got the team to push you to where you trendy, the good songs is gonna fall on deaf ears. I don't care how good your song is. You need, like, the Glorilla, FREE. Like, that record was out a year and a half, but once it hit trendy, now it's like, oh, you got the famous Cardi B, you got everybody singing it, but you knew the record a year and a half ago when it wasn't trendy. It was just marinating. So a lot of people fall short from getting it to that next level of taking it over the top, and that's what we're doing, and having a team from every angle, from promoting it to making phone calls. Yo, you need to have this on your joint, or even Tracy said opening up for major artists and stuff like that. So the team is pivotal. It's pivotal having a strong team, immediate team and extended team. And your extended team is your friends. If you got a song right now and your friends ain't posting it on their story or their page, cut them. That's what I do. I don't got no friends. Anybody around me is posting Tracy Sev music, and anybody on my platform from my radio station is posting his music, buying a t-shirt, sharing it. So that's what I mean. My extended family is almost important as my immediate family in the game, because these 10,000 people that listen to my show every night is out there telling one person, and that one person will tell one person, and it just, eventually catches on fire.
So, what have you gotten to? What got you to the point of being in radio?
Tired of begging people to play my music. You know what I'm saying? Like, tired of begging, please play my song, play my artist song, begging, and then coming from a state where there's no radio station, right? For one, I knew I ain't have the $500,000 to do an FM station, and I didn't want to do the bootleg transistor. You got the pirate stations where you on, but you on, and you ain't supposed to be on, but you sneaking on. I ain't want to do that. When digital radio hit, and I knew that I could be in Atlanta, I could be in North Carolina. That's how, like, when I was at that event, like, it's just amazing to see like 50 people who knew me from the radio world. And it's a balance now. It's the radio, and my artist is blowing up. So it's like, they like, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? They know the record. They know the equal connection. It's just amazing to be in any state in America right now, and people recognize me. And I didn't have to do it by being famous in my own city, if that make any sense. Even though I'm famous here, these people don't know about my fame in Jersey. They need to know about the Tom the Grind Radio, the Big Seven, the Tracy Sev, the Stop Playing. All new stuff that started from this digital world, and I could never see myself doing this. I'm a D-boy from the hood that was rapping too. You know what I'm saying? I never seen myself doing radio. Radio actually saved my career as a mogul. You know what I'm saying? Saved my career.
So, you see yourself doing radio because that when it comes down to music, there's a lot of people that feel like there's an age cap. How do you feel as far as being musically inclined, doing music with the age cap, and being in radio?
There's see, that's the thing about radio, and then even with podcasts, and you know, having a dope personality has no bracket. Like people gonna love Steve Harvey until he's 90, whether he do radio, whether he like when you got a witty personality like I got, um, it transcends into anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got people that do radio that's just dope. They ain't funny, but they dope. They can't be on Family Feud because they don't got that witty. You got to be kind of like Steve Harvey, making people laugh is universal language, and that's one of my major gifts, being able to make people laugh. I can use this anyway. I'm not boxed into radio. You could put me on anywhere on any platform, and that witty side is going to come out. Although I can't believe that that was my hidden uh, my hidden stronghold. Like nobody, only my family got to see me being a goofball, but radio made me feel comfortable being a goofball. Like right now, I haven't been like a pinch funny because I push that funny stuff out the window when I ain't on the radio or when I don't really need it. Like right now, I don't feel a need. Now, if I was interviewing you, it'd be a total different, like comical, funny. But right now, I kind of feel like I could take a break from being funny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just amazing how I'll be able to use this gift from the radio and being funny for the next 50 years. People love to laugh. They don't care if you 5 years old or you 90. If you can make people laugh, they're gonna love you and come to you.
Right. See,
Yeah.
I see when it comes down for me getting to know people, I want the people to know who you are, you know, like in depth, because everybody know, like you said, they know you did music, but they don't know how deep you did music. You
Right.
know,
Right.
they know that you're out here and you putting on for your city, you giving people the opportunity, you know, and being a paralegal, you know, I kind of straightforward. Let's get to it. Let these people
Hey.
know. Talk
Hey.
your shit. You feel
Hey.
me?
Hey.
So
Hey.
I really think that is dope that you didn't just sit back and like just seeing other people opportunities just fly
Right.
past them, but you grasped that and you gave them that opportunity. Because
Right.
a lot of people is selfish.
Very. Very.
And
Very
in this
selfish.
game, I'm quite sure I, you may know somebody that has been selfish with you or been selfish with another person. Because
Right.
as you stated, a lot of people wasn't giving you that opportunity
Right.
so that you could get your music played, you know?
Right.
So how would others get the opportunity to have their music played on your platform?
Um, it's multiple ways. We got the because of my actual radio station is a full radio station. So I got my show, which is really specialized in just reviewing and critiquing and reacting to people's music. So if they want to come on my show on that angle, they would either send a donation in or they would send it in for free and wait on the Obamacare free line. I got the Obamacare free line where you just send it in, you ain't got to donate, you get that Obamacare special, and your song get on. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Or
that's
they could
what's up.
donate. Them the only two ways to get on the platform. Or if like they know somebody like you and you like, or you like, Sev, I got a song, you know, nepotism, you go through the back door. You know it's political. When you know people, you can kind of, so them are the main ways you could get on. But the average way most people send it in is that they love that Obamacare line. They be on my show for 4 hours waiting because that line be so long. They feel like they love application and they just wait for that check to come and they good. You know what I'm saying? They
That's
get their song on, they get it reviewed, and yeah, that's it. But if you like a serious artist and you want to just get in rotation, you could just submit your music, or if somebody tell me about your music, we'll put you in rotation. And if you super serious and want a commitment, you know, we got packages for artists that want to invest into sponsoring a station to have their song played 2 times while I'm on. They like, it's more like they buying sponsorship instead of me promoting their clothing. I'm promoting their music. So it's various ways to get their music on my platform.
right. Well, that's dope. We appreciate you, you know, for letting people get onto your platform to be
Right.
heard.
It's a
Uh,
give back, man. Like I kind of feel like, you know, my time in this game and my legendary status, I would be doing the culture a disservice if I wasn't giving back, helping independent artists. I've helped so many people, so many major celebrities. Like I don't like to do the name dropping, but major celebrities I
Talk
gave
your shit.
opportunity
Talk your
on my
shit, Big
come up.
Seven.
You know what it is? I kind of feel like I've built my platform without having to talk my stuff like that.
We all
And I'm
keep it
just
in the
waiting.
bando, though,
Yeah.
you know, so you got to keep it a bando.
Keep
We
it in
don't
the
go back.
bando. Hey. Shout out to that girl Barbie Kell. Shout out to my people that's tapped in, rocking out with me. That's like tuned in. Shout out to your people that's tuning in. It just feel good to know that the people I've helped, they know, and they giving me the accolades and they saying it. I never felt comfortable about bragging about the A-list and major celebrities that I made some kind of contribution to their rise. You know what I'm saying? I just it feel better when it comes from these A-listers or these major people saying it. It's like 10 times over. Like when I run into, when I'm at the Revolt Summit and Tiana telling like, oh, Uncle Seven, oh my God. Like that experience is like more better than just being on my show or just trying to show, because I've built my new foundation on this radio without people really knowing my accolades, if that make any sense. When they found out that my daughter toured with Bow Wow and I did this with, been on tour with Chris, that's like bonus stuff. So it's like you meeting a girl and you actually loving her not because she looked good or got a fatty or got a, you know what I'm saying, BBL, or, you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
love her mind. Like you didn't even know how she looked. And then once you finally saw her and you was like, oh my God, you got a fatty too. You got a, you know what I'm saying? You got brown eyes or you got a night, you know what I'm saying? On top of the personality. So my newfound fame came from them loving my personality. I mean, a lot of females be tuned in, they be calling me a snack and all that, saying they love, you know what I'm saying? But I don't let that go to my head because they think I'm like a little Jersey snack. You know what I'm saying? I don't let
Not a
that.
snack.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't going from a lot of girls be tuned in because they like how I wear my little schmedium hoodies and schmedium tee. But I don't let that go to my head. Every now and then I get a little conceited, but for the
I'm
most
about to
part,
say,
I
where
don't,
you
I
from
don't
up
let it, you
north?
know,
I know you lying.
I don't let it go to my head because I really want my audience to focus on my personality and my sense of humor more than anything, because I'm going to lose all this one day. I'm going to lose, you know what I'm saying, the media. I'm going to have to, one day I'm going to be wearing large and extra large t-shirts 20 years from now. So if it was just only about that, I would lose. So I want to keep it to where they love me for me and not the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I got some people that's tuned in. No matter what I say, they love me for the you know what I'm saying? They like, I don't care what
Right.
he say.
Right.
I'm tuned in
Yo,
to
even
look
if
at
they
him.
want you to pop your shit.
Right. There's so many women that be tuned in late at night because I be on my show. If we did this interview like after 8, it would have been retarded. That's when like most of my audience be like settled in. But a lot of women be tuned in at 11, 12. They home by themselves. You know, they feeling a certain way. They got their little wine. And they be looking at me playing pocket pinball, like using me to enhance whatever they doing over there. I mean, it ain't none of my business, but I know they be over there playing pocket pinball and just doing some funny stuff in
Right.
their privacy. You know what I'm saying? Because the donations be coming in, they be donating little $10, little $5, little $20, and saying thank you, and I start putting it together. Okay.
Thank you.
You
Look,
know what
okay,
I'm
I
saying?
love that. Go ahead now.
Yeah, but it just felt good, you know what I'm saying, to be really one of the innovators and somebody that people could say Seven is doing it for the culture. He started from the bottom, like without knowing, because they don't know my past. So in their mind, I'm just this new little radio guy that's blowing up, just doing his, they don't even know that it's a major foundation before any of this ready. I was famous before MySpace, before you remove this away, and I was famous before all this. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was running with Jay-Z and doing all that, there was no TikTok, there's no Twitter, no MySpace. You had to be real famous in these streets. People had to really know you. And if it ever got back to that, you know what I'm saying? I'm built for this game. You know what I'm saying? The internet just made it a little easier for me to be in North Carolina on a live or be in Chicago when people get to see me or whatever. So, yeah.
Well, it was definitely a pleasure and honor having you on Keeping It a
I
Bando.
like that
You dropped
title too, keeping it a bando.
That's what I do.
Keep
I
it.
keep it a bando. You feel what
Hey,
I'm saying? Straight to the
hey,
point. We
hey.
gonna talk about what it is, what
I
it ain't, all
see.
that.
I see. I
But
see.
yes, it's a great honor to have you on the show. Maybe one day I could get some of your artists on so that people get to know who they are through
Right.
the platform as
We'll
well.
definitely do that. Well, I only have one artist, and again, I don't plan on signing no more artists until he go mainstream because I want to make it even easier for the next artist.
Right.
And so yeah, we'll set that up so you can do him. I've been a little selective with who like because I get asked to be on people's podcasts on a regular, but the fact that I met you out there on your grind, you was doing your thing, performing and being, doing multiple things. I'm like, I handpick who I deal with. I get offers to do interviews every day. I promise you, I'm like, I'm not doing them right now. But I seen you out working, doing your thing as an artist, and you know what I'm saying, like doing what you do, and that's like I'm more connected to seeing people out here working versus somebody just hitting me up saying, "Yo, I got this pod." I'm like, "No, I'm good," because I got my own podcast. Not trying to act like I'm better than nobody, but I feel
Right.
like I want to connect with people that's out here really trying to get theirs and do theirs, not just somebody who just said, "Okay, I don't do nothing else. I just started a little." No, you're an artist. You doing you doing several different things, and you out here on the grind. And that's what my movement, Time to Grind, is about: connecting with people who's out here on their grind. So I'm gonna definitely let's put it together to get Tracy Sav on. And I like your attack. I've been on certain people platforms, and they kind of corny, and I get to see it because I'm a radio host myself, and I'm like I does this. So I know when people are kind of like corny, but your joint, like you start digging in, you know what I'm saying? You start digging in.
Yes. Well, I definitely appreciate you again. Can you
Yeah.
let everybody know how they can find you in your platforms?
Yep. I am Big Seven on everything. On Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Pornhub, on OnlyFans. What's it? OnlyFans? On
Yes,
OnlyFans,
OnlyFans.
and on ChristianMingle.com for you. So you aunties and grandmas that want to get at me, find me on ChristianMingle.com at I am Big Seven on every platform. IAMBIG, the number seven. You can find me on every platform. And then Time to Grind Radio, same thing on every platform: TikTok Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Periscope Live, the TuneIn app. We will be on iHeartRadio in about 2 weeks, so y'all be able to listen to the show on there as well. Yeah, you can find. I'm here, ladies, and I got the schmediums on, and all, you know what I'm saying.
Right,
I'm
right,
with the
right.
schmedium
Super
shit.
fly, super fly.
Yeah, but
Well,
get me some of your music as well, so I can reciprocate that love on my show. And I want to bring you on the way I do it with my joint. I like to get, due to my setup, I like to kind of get the people familiar with like a month of radio play with the artist, and so when you come on my joint, you know what I'm saying, they like, okay, yo, oh yeah, that's the joint you was playing. So it'll be like a month. We'll put it together in a month. I'll play like your main single and get them familiar with your name. So when you come through, they like, oh, that's Lizzie Yayo. You know what I'm saying? That's all right there with
definitely.
So give me one of your joints, whatever your main single is, and we'll get that started and we'll lock in that date. But we could do my artists even before that, maybe like 2 weeks. We can do Tracy Sev, Mr. Stop Playing With Me on your joint.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Again, thank you so much.
no problem. Thank you too, man. And I'm live in the bando, right?
Keep it in the
Keep it
bando.
in the bando. All right, God bless.
God
Talk to
bless.
you soon. All right.
Peace.
So bitch, stop playing with me. I coulda had some shorties come lay your ass down. I coulda had some niggas who robbed this lot. Bitch, stop playing with me. I coulda had some shorties come lay your ass down. Bitch, stop playing with me. Them niggas all gonna go there and play around. Bitch, stop playing with me. I coulda had some niggas come run in your spot. Bitch, stop playing with me. I coulda had some niggas come run up your block. So bitch, stop playing with me. I coulda had some shorties come lay your ass.